Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. I'm celebrating today some of my weight loss. I'm just under 160 and trying to work myself quite a bit lower. A lot of exercise involved, not just diet. Here it is. This today is going to be Frogichlaus Swiss style celebration lager. This is the 2022. Means it came out in around Christmas or holiday time, probably November of 2022. And today is July 21st of 2023. Yeah, it's like a Bock or an Eisbock, really. It's in the Bock family. Eisbocks are typically strong beers where they distill a Bock beer, likely like a Doppelbock, which separates the water from the other components, which generally alcohol and sugars, to concentrate them. And so you're basically getting the water out of there, right? And concentrating the alcohol and sugars. And this is a whopping 14.1%. That's right, but it's in a little 8.45 ounce can. It should be fun nonetheless. Let's get this cracked open. Well, when it's that little, we are definitely all in. And I don't know, there might be sediment on the bottom. I doubt it with a can, but you know, let's just give it a shot to get it all there. I don't want to waste any of this. All right, it's murky. It's kind of a caramel color, isn't it? There's a decent head on there, I'm surprised. Let's get a nose. Oh, decent caramel. Caramel, that's just an understatement. I mean, this is just absolutely freaking loaded with caramel. And toffee, definitely toffee. And I would say like a lot of dark fruit going on in that. And yet it's a lager. That's like incredible. I mean, I'm getting dark fruits like it's a little bit of a boozy scent. Yay. Okay. It's very rich in tone, but it's like dried fruits, like figs and dates, and maybe some brown sugar along with that caramel and that toffee. You know, some dark bread qualities in it. It's just, oh my God, it smells so good. Yeah, I think I pretty much nailed it. All right, we're gonna jump on in. Cheers. Gosh, wow, it's intense. I was hoping for a big beer like that. Now, granted, it's cooled down. It got up to about 83, 85 today, and I'm in the shade, which is nice, but I don't mind, man. This is one big, beautiful beer. And the aroma, I swear I got almost a hint of a coconut, which doesn't make sense because that's usually when you're barrel aging it, which I don't think was the case, but man, it's good. So second taste on that, it is very boozy. It's very, very rich, semi-earthy. There's almost like a sherry quality on it, if you like sherry, like a good cream sherry. And definitely they're dried fruits, they're intense dried fruits. A lot of date sugar type quality to it. A little bit of the fig, but date is really heavy on that. Could even be some really dense raisin flavors. Golden raisins. And it has the roasty, toasty type malt, obviously, so you get a little bit of like a sweet dark bread, if you will. It's super delicious, and I could see where this could be a serious Christmas favorite. I mean, I would love to have a whole bunch of these set aside for Christmas. Might have to go back. We went to John's Market, by the way, for locals, and there's the new one that's in Beaverton, Oregon. Christian and I met there for lunch, and by the way, Christian's a papa now. He's less than a month old, and his name is Enzo. So anyway, let's go on with this review. I will admit that I have been a fan of Hoppin Frog since probably about 2012, when some got sent my way from a friend named Mark out of Ohio. And now I got to take a moment because I'm going to come up with some numbers on this. this is one fabulous beer, and it's definitely within my wheelhouse. So one of the things that I really like is, again, taking a little bit of time in between from when I first taste it and what I'm getting off it. So this has changed. It's warmed up a little bit. It's opened up a little bit. And now I'm getting a little bit of that earthy bitterness is a little bit stronger on it. And the other thing that's really interesting is that the booziness is actually increased. I mean, it tastes way more boozy than before, which that just definitely was not something that I was expecting to happen. I thought that might tone down. Okay, I don't care for the bitterness quite as much. I liked it when it was sweet, but I'm a sweet tooth. Some of you Christian would appreciate that bitterness coming in. But the more boozy, as much as I'm not a huge fan of boozy, it's this, it's an intense boozy on there. I will say that. It is 14.1 though. This isn't a little boy for any, well, it's a grandpa beer. I'm a grandpa again. By the way, Enzo makes my 8th grandchild. That's right. Okay, so how are we going to rate this? In terms of style, this is a, technically you've got to call it an Eisbock. Most Eisbocks, I don't find to be quite this intense even. A lot of times an Eisbock, they'll do the freezing and they'll bring it up, but you know, they might bring it up to even 8 to 12. 14.1 was a very ambitious move by Hoppin Frog, but I expect no less from them for sure. And so it's a 95. Overall though, the bitterness takes me down. There are other things that stay stable throughout, you know, that are really good. I'm not gonna rank it quite as high on my overall. In terms of style, I mean, it's there for that Eisenbach, you know. But overall, I'm gonna take it down. It's super good. I'm giving it a 92. Here it is again. It's the Frogichlaus Swiss style celebration lager, the 2022 from Hoppin Frog Brewery out of Akron, Ohio. And great beer, man. I would say, I know these are still out here for the Oregon market. You definitely can find these at the John's markets. You might want to just grab 1 or 2 or 3 of these and set them aside for Christmas, for the holidays, to pull out with some friends and circling around and enjoying family and friends. That's the way to go. Guy might have to bring one of these down to my buddy, my best friend Dan down in Southern California. This is Kevin at Clemens Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review.